swing hammer. Let's go. Look at your outfit, bro.
Huh?
You look good today, Your Honor.
What's going on? What's your issue?
I don't have an issue.
Hmm.
I'm just saying hi.
Can't she?
Me? I take my usual ones. Yes. I'm just saying he looks good. I liked his outfit. Sorry.
Oh, Franklin. Franklin, good to see you.
Hey, Liz.
Yeah.
How you doing?
An Emporium trial. Yeah.
Perfect. I'm amazing. I've never been better.
Yeah, you look like an attorney.
I was going to reschedule,
Huh?
but I was going to get LOL node by Prescott.
Look like an attorney.
I look like one.
That's my
Yeah.
issue. I was legit going to dismiss it, but then I realized how close the time was after my extreme
So do you.
emergency.
Well, thank you.
And I
Well-
was like, well, shit, it's over. I was going to get LOL node. But he didn't show up either, so I'm pretty mad.
See, sometimes people they tackle to show love.
Karma, I will send you money too for food.
Oh yeah, Mulder, how are you doing? I heard you were in the ICU.
Thanks. He is currently thinking about food.
Oh, okay.
He'll return shortly.
Can I kidnap him?
No.
Please.
No.
Fine.
Oh.
It's bothering me how well, I used to be streaming for months and months, and when I'd have all of like, oh, one or two people watching, but now that the stream has gone a little tiny bit popular, I'm like, I'm like, I need to look at the numbers for the viewers again. What's really funny to me is whenever I don't know what happens like clockwork. Whenever something like super serious is happening, like some sort of big meeting, you can like see the viewers like increasing like at a visible rate. It's pretty interesting actually. Whenever RP is up, viewers are in. Honestly, that's what it feels like. Um. Is this getting pushed back to Prescott? Very good. Alright, so. Yeah, I was just saying that I basically just don't like how number oriented I'm getting. I remember it before. Whenever I was, what's it called? I was a real numbers guy, and I was like, I could feel it. I'm like, oh, numbers. But I don't like that feeling. Kind of just like doing, you know. So that's what we do. We do. And hopefully we can, our ego can not go overload. I was realizing recently I could feel my ego increasing. I'm feeling more, what do you call that? I'm feeling more entitled, honestly, which is not good. I'm worried. Alright, we'll see what happens though. Did we pay? I don't think we paid her as well. Let me pay. She did help us out. Not a whole lot, but she did help. Wait, no. Someone. Was it 9899? Secretary work. What secretary work? There you go. Well,
you say it's not being delayed or what, yo?
So I am here right now down at the courthouse. There's a bunch of people down here right now, including a judge. So I think it's happening right now. Prescott is on duty, so yeah, that should be happening-ish now.
All right, I'm on my way, yo.
All right. Let me make a motion about that.
So who has food for me? There's no food truck.
We're getting food, Your Honor.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh yeah, what's happening with this case as well? I looked at it for a little bit.
Alive, Your Honor.
Got a pre-shot motion ready to go. I don't have any questions ready. We're leaving this shit to Franklin. Franklin, do something. Because these guys are definitely guilty.
Provisions or something. It's martial law. That's when
I
they
thought
lock
it was
down.
erotic roleplay.
What the fuck is that?
That's when you do sexy things and you pretend to be like.
Never mind. I
a
withdraw
maid.
that question, counselor. Thank you.
Huh.
Hey, Liz, how you doing?
Hey, I heard Franklin was getting his bar license back now.
Am I?
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
Yeah, Prescott said he was going to have a meeting with you today at this time.
What?
You don't remember?
Man. No.
It happened the day whenever your bar license was suspended. I heard him say to you that, yeah, at 2 p.m. this time. So I thought he was going to get your bar license back for this trial, which was the plan.
I don't know nothing about that.
No, he pushed it back a couple hours, I think.
Okay. I thought that was his plan at least, but then I know.
Nope, still suspended.
Well, I mean, Prescott's been kind of all over the place. He didn't show up for my case earlier today.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, neither did the plaintiff.
Well, yeah, but a lot of people forgot about it. Neither did the witnesses. There was no witnesses as well who showed up. Nobody really showed up for it. It's.
Here's an idea: don't schedule a court case at 9 a.m.
That was one. Everyone seemed to be around for that time, surprisingly. But then everyone was like, "Oh, I can't be around," despite being around during that time. And it was for me, it kind of felt like 4 a.m. So yeah.
If I had A 9 a.m. court case, I would kill somebody. I was up until 7 a.m. last night, and then I woke up today to a marching band.
Jeez.
It was like one of the drum bands, you know?
You were previously going to be on this case, right, Franklin?
Franklin?
Franklin, yeah.
Franklin?
But Franklin?
Which case? Oh, yeah, the Bodie case?
Yeah.
He wants to kill me, so I don't know why I'm coming here. He's probably gonna...
He said he was pissed that you weren't helping him out with the case because despite you saying so.
I could... hey, Bodie. Good luck, dog. I'm rooting for you.
You said that you're pissed basically because he wasn't helping you with the case despite saying he was going to, right?
Well, he's
Thanks,
fucking
Liz.
suspended. What do you want him to do? Take it up with the judges.
Come on, Bodie. Don't look at me that way. I didn't do it. I did not do that shit. God, not the silent treatment.
And honestly, I've gone over the case. Very, very surprisingly, I think it's actually possible for Mike Block to not be found guilty of this. I don't know how, but because he wore.
Talking about Bodie here.
Well,
What are you gonna do for my boy Bodie?
well.
Let's
You
get
gotta
this party
those
started.
What is your angle on the accomplice charges?
The accomplice charge for everything, the accessory and all that.
The murder and the additional terrorism.
That's not something that can be changed. I don't think because Montag was the one who told him to do that. So,
Okay, well, Montag's not presiding over this case.
yeah, I understand, but is a judge going to want to go over Montag's head for something like this? That feels some.
It doesn't matter. You gotta put up a fight for it.
I guess so.
I would probably state that Bodie had no awareness or involvement in Baby and Butch's prior crimes, that he simply joined the Block bandwagon. Although ignorance in this city
Bruh.
is not an excuse.
It's
You're
not-
gonna need
yeah.
something strong.
The whole argument is that it was a prison break and nothing more. Period.
That's true. Baby was in prison.
That's the only way that we knew that she would have been awake was for court. I mean, though it was a prison break. It was not terrorism.
You want to go?
I think when it comes to the accomplice charges, that's a good argument, Bodie. But when it comes to the terrorism, I think it's when you allegedly kidnapped the mayor and a judge in exchange for Baby, that essentially states that you are trying to affect the conduct of the government.
What conduct?
You're asking for release of hostage. Like that's like.
That's prison break. She was in prison.
That's
It's
fair.
literally prison break.
That's fair. They were trying to get her to
That's-
the courthouse, but if
that
you
would
can
be-
argue that you didn't,
No,
break her
they
out of
were
the
not trying. She
courthouse-
was in prison when we, she was in prison. We got her out of prison. She wasn't like on her way here or anything like that. Like,
Who came to the courthouse and addressed everybody? Was that you, Bodie?
Mike.
Okay, then
Well,
maybe
and
you have a
me.
good shot of avoiding that.
I mean, he did all the talking, but I was there.
Oh, okay.
What the fuck am I doing for this case? It's gonna be hard. I have literally no idea.
A little harder, dog.
I prepped for it a little.
But either way,
It-
it's a
I'm-
prison break. I mean,
I spent a good,
because
like,
that's
2-3
the only
hours.
way to get
I mean,
somebody
that's
out of
about it,
prison.
though.
Name another way to get somebody out of prison. You can't.
Dynamite.
Not as much as I would have liked.
You literally cannot.
You ever seen Green Mile?
Yeah, but I mean, like, there's no. I'm saying, like, logistically, there's no other way to get somebody out of prison except to plan it like the way that we did.
Oh, speaking of, they're creating a parole board, Bodie, so that anyone who is in prison will either be released on good behavior or out on a work site.
Bro, I don't even care. They even approved taking all my shit. So I wrote something, lawyer. I'm gonna give it to you to read at the end.
Okay.
But like they approved taking all my shit a week later because I didn't have a lawyer respond to the fucking thing.
I saw
And
that.
goddamn,
That was like
and,
you have like
the
67K in
first
fines.
Didn't even go overdue. Yeah, but the first one didn't go overdue until I was already on bail.
Huh.
3 goddamn like 2.5, 3 weeks ago.
Buddy, what do you think the odds are that the other blocks will interrupt this trial?
0.
I pray for not that to happen. Not definitely not for something that's.
No, it's not going to happen because none of them give a fuck, yo, because they know we're getting fucked. They know we're getting fucked. They know we're going to get fucked. They know the ruling's going to be fucked, so they don't give a fuck.
Well, what if they did that shit again?
I only showed up as a fuck you to them because they all thought I would break my bail. That's the only reason I'm here.
Well, that's going to be heavily
I know I'm
considered
getting
in your
fucked.
sentencing.
No, it ain't.
I already talked to a judge about it, and they essentially said the same thing.
If they were to like have another hostage situation and get these guys out, would there be accessory to accessory to accessory? Is that something that can happen?
That's what I'm saying. What they would be saying is
How many
every time
times
you
can we
break
stack
somebody
accessory?
out of jail, you're immediately accessory to everything the motherfuckers did. And that's wild.
That's a great argument.
You can't say that. Yeah, like it's
You'll spread it everywhere else.
because that's what they're saying. And then they're also saying that every time they do it, it's terrorism. So why even have an escape prison charge if it's just terrorism every
Just
fucking
matted
time,
in over
yo?
there.
Hey, buddy.
And the only time that anybody shot was
These guys
the
are fucking
police
guilty,
at
though.
Adner. The way we did it, nobody got hurt. Only 2 people were ever at risk: the mayor and the judge. And the only people that ever shot were the police at Adner after he let the judge go.
I think escape from prison is more worded towards those who are already in there. I don't think it'd
She
be a
was
charge
in
applied
prison.
to you.
Though.
Yeah, but she would get escape from prison. No prisoner confined in a state prison shall escape or attempt to escape therefrom.
Oh, well. Then I guess it's like escaping custody or whatever then.
I'd say you were probably accomplice to that, maybe aiding and abetting.
Because that's the only, yeah, I mean, because it was the only time we knew she was going to be awake, so we had to do it then. Like, it ain't about her court. It was about knowing she was going to be awake.
Make sure you're writing this
So-
down, Liz.
Okay.
You got to bring your A game with this.
Uh,
Not
But I
just
don't
because
know how
Bodie
to-
Block will chop my head off if you don't.
I don't know how to send this to you because I dumped my phone and my keys since they're trying to take all my shit because they ain't going to get no help from me taking my shit. Fuck them. I know they're going to try, but they ain't getting it.
just email me real quick.
All right.
Frankie.
Huh.
So the night of, you were charged with harboring a fugitive. You
Evading.
pled guilty in exchange for a suspended sentence.
And obstruction also.
The following day, they dropped the harboring charge.
No,
Question mark?
the same day I said, I'm not talking about this on record. You want to talk about it?
All
We
right.
do it off record.
Fuck, I don't know what I'm gonna do
I'm
here.
pleading not guilty.
This is
to...
such a bad case. I don't want to help
I
this
think at the
case.
time
This
they were
case was
giving me-
I was forced to.
just evading an obstruction. And then the next day they hit me like
Oh,
right
God,
when I
this is
woke
such a
up,
bad
they hit
case.
me with a warrant and got me for
Harboring
harboring
a
a
fugitive.
fugitive. Brought me back in and said, if you don't speak on record, we're going to charge you with this felony. If you do, we will drop the felony down to misdemeanors and we'll let you go.
And
that's a
you
decent
also
argument
had
to
to
make.
recuse yourself as counsel, right?
Oh,
Yeah, they asked to have me drop baby as a
being
client.
accessory.
The day before
So
court.
we're about 10
And so you agreed
past
with
Or
the
like the
that
day off.
hour. I
Agreed
did
to that, you
receive
did all that, and
word
then they took
from
you in
the
front of Holler and
prosecution
Montauk?
that
Yes.
unfortunately they're not going to be able
No.
to be here for about another hour due to circumstances outside their control. But at this stage, what I wanted to ask is, first, I wanted to confirm with you, Counselor Bajak. So you entered on this case about 3 days ago. Are you actually prepared to go forward today if need be, or are would you like a continuance so that you can kind of prepare everything? Like, I'm putting the ball in your court here on this one.
Honestly, I would like some time to prepare. I have about 17 cases I'm working on at the moment, so I'm kind of swamped with everything.
Okay, so you would prefer a continuance?
Yes. But we're already here right
Alright.
now. If that's the case, then I'm fine with this going on.
Right. Well, that's kind of what I'm trying to feel out here, because again, I sympathize with the fact that you only have been on this case for 3 days and whatnot. I understand your client probably wants to get this over and done with as soon as humanly possible, but also I'm sure your client would also appreciate getting, you know, a fair shot rather than having a sort of a rushed out attorney to kind of handle stuff. Also, the prosecution has told me that apparently this time doesn't really work well for them, etc., etc. I don't really want to continue it, but at the same time, it feels like everything is kind of leading down that road. So, if you want to motion for a continuance, that's probably something that we can grant. Bodhi,
What do you want to do?
so you showed up to court today, which is good. Thank you for that. Give me 1 second.
So I didn't have a whole lot of time to go over a case. I spent about 4 hours on it, but it doesn't look good, like at all, even slightly.
I wouldn't mind delaying it like an hour,
Okay.
like they're talking about, but because then like that would give us time to prep, and surely that would be enough, right?
Yeah, that should be enough.
All right, so
'Cause they're
Bodhi, while
saying-
you talk with your counselor about whether you want a continuance or not, the way it's being done in this jurisdiction is, given that you have been a good little boy on bail for, you know, all this time, and you actually have shown up to your court case in good faith, usually the way it appears that we're doing it is we're still going to retain your bail money, and you're still going to go back on bail at the end of this, but generally speaking, we relax many of your bail conditions, so you'll still be on bail, but you'll have a lot more freedom to actually, you know, return to your, you know, regularly scheduled life. The ones that aren't going to change is, one, we're going to be retaining your bail money until the actual trial goes forward, like your bond. And also, you'll still be required to show up to court. If you don't show up to court, that'll be considered a bail violation, and that $165,000 bail is going to be a fine, on, you know, hanging over your head there. So, keep that in mind as well, that your conditions are going to be significantly lightened if we end up going to a continuance here. But go ahead and continue talking with your attorney as to whether you want this continued or not.
Ask for the hour or two
Okay.
that they're asking for until the other justices get here or whatever.
Yeah, I think
Because that would be plenty of time for us to prep.
I think Harold is not going to be able to make it, but I think we can have him like just as witness for now, probably during that hour, if it comes
I
down to
saw
it.
on the docket they was asking for an hour. Let's just say let's give them the hour or 90 minutes or whatever.
All right.
Well, Piers Abner's here as well, so Bajak, are you representing Abner as well?
I guess so. All right.
You guess so.
I guess so.
Let me ask again. Are you actually did you agree to represent Abner, or have you only agreed to represent Bodhi?
Bodhi Bog just asked me to help them in general, so I figured, sure, I can try and do that for them.
I asked him just to be here for the objections and all that shit, because I knew he wasn't going to be ready to actually fight nothing. But I figured it was better to have somebody here for that shit than nothing else. You know?
Okay.
But we was gonna say, can we just give you like the hour or however long the other justice was asking for?
You just wanna wait for the prosecutors to arrive and just go forward with the case.
Time to prep too, you know. So I mean,
yeah, I mean, if that's what you all want to do, then I'm completely fine with that. I imagine if, you know, Councilor Bajek here is gonna undertake representing Mr. Vaca, he's probably absolutely gonna want to go forward because he's in prison right now. So if this gets continued, he's just going to have to go back to prison. So I imagine he's going to want to very much go forward and not want this continued. But yeah, go ahead and keep talking with your client here, because I mean, we've got time to spare anyway. So I'm fine to sit here for an hour or so until the start of trial. I've got nothing else to do today.
All
actually, wait, that's not true. We got
Ah!
to,
Yeah, we have Franklin's thing directly after this.
Am I forgetting anything?
What the hell?
So I went over the reports and I went over the subpoenas for the most part. There's so many reports. Every time I looked at it, I'm like, oh my god, there's just so much.
Yeah, but the easy part is you ain't got to argue none of that shit. You just got to argue what they call it.
That's true. I usually don't like arguing that kind of stuff because it's more of a.
Let's step into the hallway, dude.
Maybe I could ask for it. Dookie, would you
What?
mind helping me? I guess he's not. I was gonna say maybe I could ask for some for Franklin to be temporary, unsuspended for the case, so they could help with this.
Yeah. I mean, he was my lawyer until they fired him. So.
Okay.
You can ask. I mean, ain't no harm in asking.
Yeah, let me wait for him to get back and then Alright, then what they're calling it. I guess so. Alright, then if we're not arguing what actually happened,
We're just arguing that there was no other way. Well, we can't really talk right here because people are too close and they be hearing. They don't need to be hearing my shit.
okay. Let me look at the terrorism charge. Oh god, I was looking at it so much yesterday. The problem is that the terrorism charges is so vague. It's no person shall engage in activity which is dangerous to human life. That is just so vague.
No brown sauce though, huh? Hello, are you the warden? Yeah, that's me.
Right. This is like. It ain't that. Like it ain't that. It's getting somebody out of custody.
So you basically want to argue that you shouldn't be have accessory to everything that she had for getting her out of custody?
I mean, yeah.
Alright, Councilor Bajak, do you want to... They've got Abner right down there in the holding cells right now. I mean, do you want to talk to him and see if you want to represent him, or if you're just going to be representing Bodhi? And then if you are going to represent him, we can, bring him out onto the floor
Well,
here so that the three of you can talk.
I don't want him to have no representation, so I can help him out. Can I maybe ask for Franklin's bar license to be unsuspended temporarily for the case to help me with this? Because he was originally supposed to be on the case, but
he actually knows about the case and shit, but then did something stupid, I guess, and got fired.
So we were gonna have Franklin's bar hearing today anyway, right after this. I can talk with the folks about potentially having him sit in on this one. I don't know exactly what the game plan is regarding that hearing because I wasn't really there, but I believe Prescott knows a lot more, so I can talk to him about potentially doing that for you. But in
Oh,
the meantime,
also-
I would recommend, talking with Vaca as well and seeing if you're going to represent him, and then, just come back when you're done and tell me, what's going on, and then I can have the DOC bring him up here so the three of you can kind of, strategize.
Okay. All right, let me talk with him then.
Also, Your Honor, I had fines start to go overdue while I was on bail, and then I guess now they're taking all of my stuff, even though I was stuck it up and at them and couldn't pay those fines anyway. So I mean, I don't know what they wanted me to do, and I didn't have a lawyer, so I guess a week went by, and now they're just taking all my shit.
Yeah. So on that point, unfortunately, I think the civil asset forfeiture was approved by one of the judges.
Did he not know I was on bail, or I mean, like what the fuck?
I'm not.
None of them were overdue
sure.
until I was on bail.
Yeah, that's something.
Yes,
Like that.
it was myself, isn't
I
it?
was working. Yeah, I was
Unless
definitely
you-
working.
Unless you got about 68k to pay off your fines, because I think that's what you're over right now. You have 68k to pay off your fines?
I don't know because I couldn't go get my paycheck because I was on bail, bruh.
That's unfortunate.
So I guess,
Well,
I guess we just won't know.
Perfect. I was just gonna let you know to repark it. That's all. Now.
All right, well, let me go speak with Abner for now. No, I like your suit, Joy.
No, thank you.
Oh, dirt. Or can you unlock the... Or can you unlock the door real quick so I can speak with Abner?
yes.
I think.
Hate this door.
I've never been back here. This place? Guess so. Yeah.
What the hell are you?
What's going on?
Liz. Remember you?
Hey, why are you claiming you're my lawyer, is it?
I'm not claiming to be a lawyer. I'm wanting to. Do you want representation?
No.
Okay.
I want to go to this damn trial.
Yes, I'm asking if you want representation for the trial.
No.
Okay.
Have a good day.
What? Walked in. I was technically representing him, right? Because he was asking for a plea deal. And what the fuck? I spoke with him about it, and Humphrey said he would get on that, and he just never got back to me about it. I probably should have poked some more, but still. I remember that too. That's fucked up. Why didn't he? Oh, nobody's responding to their phone. Thank you.
All right.
He said he doesn't want representation.
He doesn't want representation.
Yep, guess so.
Oh, okay.
Keep in mind, I don't reach the definition of harboring a fugitive.
I know.
And that I would have never pled guilty to it had I not literally been extorted into doing so.
I know it's not ideal, but it might honestly is the best.
Or rather, the minor crimes that they made me plead
Right.
to.
I asked for your bar license to be temporarily unsuspended for the trial, and Joy said he, yeah. Joy
Wait,
said he would,
what?
Joy said he'd talk about it with the judges. Because apparently
Yeah, they're gonna
they're
talk
having your
about
bar
it.
hearing after this.
Because I told him you were supposed to be my lawyer and knew about the shit. So
Do you know the difference between knowing about a trial and preparing for a trial?
I'm not prepared for this trial.
Then
So,
ask for a continuance.
uh,
What the fuck is wrong with you? They gave you the option.
I'm basically arguing law right here. It's not something that I need to be.
Are you out of your mind?
This isn't like, we're going to get them off all charges case. This is like asking for leniency. This isn't the right charge, that sort of thing.
Now I understand the Liz Bajek effect.
I don't. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
bro, we have an hour or longer. We can talk. It's not a complex argument, bro. It was a prison break, not terrorism. It's not complex.
This is just so awkward.
Unless they're trying to say it's terrorism because we had a hostage somewhere else, so we wouldn't get shot in the fucking face, and then we didn't, and then the only people that shot were the goddamn police.
Can we reasonably argue that the hostage wasn't in danger while they were being held hostage?
No.
I don't think so either.
But also, Baby didn't hold, like, in that goddamn ruling, Baby did not hold the fucking people hostage with her fucking phone. That shit is wild.
Oh, that?
That's part of it, because they saying I'm accessory to that, so that's part of it, That's part of the argument.
They're saying you all acted in concert. Therefore, the individual parts and actions that each of you took apply to all of you.
That's a very articulate way of saying it, yes.
Right, and it's wrong, regardless of how articulate it is.
I don't understand why you're gonna roll the dice on an hour of prep for this, though.
Cause this was never a sure thing. Even with the most amount of prep possible, I'm not sure. There's too much that could, or at least that I would be capable of. Oh, what just happened? Did it break? Oh God, please don't be to break.
Bruh, I wrote the closing. Just read my shit.
Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't look at that. Let me do that now. Oh, thanks for the sub, Medj, for the win. I appreciate that. For the gifted sub. Oh, I got this. I went over it a little bit, and it doesn't look super good. Also, I'm pretty sure list might be stuck. Oh God. Let me unstuck this. Oh God, it is, isn't it? Let me unstuck it and see it.
Oh, sorry, officer. Hey, Liz.
Hey,
Hey, quick one. Did you receive your FOIA request?
yes, the
Sally?
DMV one.
Sweet. Just wanted to double check because there's some confusion because that's already been requested once.
Oh, is it? That's my bad. Just.
Oh no, it's requested by Falcone.
Oh.
Not Falcone. Fuck, who lost his bar license?
It is pretty bad.
Give me a minute. My brain's going.
Yeah, good to see you.
DuPont.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Hi,
that's
I'm
cool.
Sally.
Oh yes, for her. That's
hi,
right.
Sally.
Yeah, he
lost his bar, so he
That's
can't represent me
I didn't-
anymore. So
Yeah,
I
that's-
retained him.
To be fair, I did look,
Yeah.
and I didn't see a
Yeah.
bar license, so don't,
Yeah,
don't worry.
so
The
he
officers
just needs
were
to
just confused.
FOIA it. Yeah, he needs to FOIA it because
Yeah,
he
I got it
doesn't
back
have
today.
access to his
Yeah, you've got
FOIA.
it. So that's cool. I just want to double check. I can mark
Yeah.
that as closed now, so thank you. I'm going to
Okay.
quickly go let.
Also, I think I need to take a nap real quick. Let me do that real quick. All right. I don't know. Everything got so fucked up. UI, please, UI. Get fixed. Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Like it's whenever I try and watch the Twitch player, it just like eats all my memory, and then it'll just randomly freeze the browser and all that. I understand. It didn't used to be this way. I don't know what they changed about it that caused the Twitch player to start doing this kind of thing. All right. I will try though. We'll try in this case. All right. Okay. Let's see. People. Alright, first of all, baby did not hold people hostage with our phone. Stun baby and John Wick. Plus an info don't made it so if we don't want to get shot, you gotta have a hostage on the low. Probably gonna say then why wait until right before trial. What's up with the server today?
What the hell?
Hey, what's Tony's number, dog?
I don't know, bro. I dumped my phone.
Right.
I heard Tony's nice to you.
Got your phone.
You haven't seen Tony in a couple weeks.
Hey, you got
Nah,
Tony's number?
he out. I saw him a little while ago.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
I do, but I'm sorry, I don't give out people's numbers without their permission. I can text him for you if you'd like.
Give it to him so he can give it to me, then, dog.
Yeah. What's your name?
Who, me? Jethro, dog.
Jethro? Alright, and what's your number?
No. Motherfucker.
No, I was going to text him your number.
He already got my number.
Oh, okay. So you just want me to
You know
text
what?
him?
Text him to fucking call me, dog.
Alright.
I meant give it to him.
Oh, I don't think I can do that. That's...
Bodie already got his number. He just ain't got his phone number. Phone on him.
Jethro.
Legal loophole.
But do you guys need any food or drink, by the way?
I bet. Hey, Bodie, how you feeling?
Probably say, then why wait until Tony isn't usually around during this time anyways. It's usually about like 3-ish hours from now.
We just saw his ass, dog.
Really? Okay. That's fine. You haven't seen him this in a while.
Yeah.
Oh, we're doing well. Excited for this one?
No.
Oh.
No, I'm not.
The state thinks they're gonna win. I don't think so.
Was it that bad?
It might help maybe out get out of prison, so every time someone tried to help someone else get out of prison, you're just guilty of all the same shit that motherfucker was in prison for. That actually is a little bit of a good point. But the problem is that they're like part of the same gang. That's the only problem. Legally, it says by definition it almost falls exactly for the conditions of
We might get into some of that later.
What do you
You're not
mean?
aware?
Hit him with it, Todd.
An individual before or after that individual commits a crime. Accessory may be charged with. Oh. What the? Did it crash? What's up with my... Something is... What's happening right now? What's eating so much memory? Oh, is that what's happening? Okay. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Don't know why it's only happening now despite I've been logged in for like an hour. What 100% CPU usage? Oh my god, what's... Well, at least it's better now than in the trial, right? I don't think of it like that. I need more memory. Alright. Somehow. Just close stuff. I don't need all of this open, I just want all of it open. Sorry, I've been having some headaches, alright. Oh god. Please work.
He said.
Yeah.
All right, Liz, don't say anything. If I'm your favorite client,
What?
How world? Oh,
Sorry, no, just having some headaches.
damn it. He was meant to. He's meant to stay quiet.
Well, that's. Huh? Yeah, yes, you're my favorite client in the world. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've got 17 other clients at the moment, so it's or yes, I got a lot of clients. So many.
It's all right. I only take you in the cells.
Hey, Liz, come here. If you can. Are you
What was
busy?
it?
I don't want to take away from your
Speak up a bit. What?
don't want to take away from your preparation.
Okay.
But I think he's on his way. But I think what are you thinking of doing? Because I'm gonna, if had to, and say Bird didn't get here, and they really
Thanks,
wanna go
Corby. I
through
appreciate
this
that.
Case, if there was a motion for us to, Katie and I, to do it, would that be cool with you, or
One more time. Sorry, I haven't.
if Bird doesn't show,
Yeah.
do you oppose a motion for us two to join as counsel for prosecution, so we can go ahead with this today?
Let me talk about it. What do you?
I think
Otherwise,
if they
it's definitely
lose
gonna get
one, they get one. I don't think they should get two if they lose one.
I think that's fair as well.
Okay, okay, you know, fair. This is all me as putting out feelers. There's nothing set in stone. It's a little of an unfortunate situation.
Yeah, I don't know. It's. God, it's gonna be.
All right. Well, we won't intrude on you preparing with your client anymore.
All right, yeah, you're good. Thanks. Okay, let's see.
Oh, Franklin said he wanted to talk to you, but
Sorry, I was having headaches. Let me talk with Franklin. All right.
very good.
You want to talk with me?
Yeah, I want to do something, Ian.
Oh, okay. Well,
Move.
sorry.
Goddamn.
Let's do something together.
Maybe we'll drop the case, it sounds like.
No, they're talking about a different case.
Okay,
Oh,
so
they're talking. I know
your
about my other case. Yeah.
battle plan here is going to be that he was not accomplice to these crimes, and that the precedent it would set is that anybody who is broken out of prison would then inevitably be an accomplice to any crimes that the person they broke out committed, which I don't think is a fair rule.
That's not a good precedent to set. And they can't.
By definition,
like,
no, it reads that.
Well, I guess you're gonna say, well, but we can rule a certain way and it not set precedent. I've heard them say that shit, which is fucking dumb.
You gotta make Gavin see the slippery slope that creates. I think he will see that, possibly drop the accomplice charges due to that.
Oh, okay. What if I were to make a weird argument? I'm curious about if this would work. So.
Either give the fucking dog a new goddamn home, send to fucking retraining camp, or kill the.
Yo, keep
dog.
it down.
Yeah. So, for the, it says right here, of any crime, the individual is reasonably foreseeable the time that is given. Provided the accessory new or reasonably short.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, we in the judiciary have had a talk, and we have decided, Mr. DuPont. So, Mr. Bajek here has asked that your bar license be temporarily unsuspended so that you can help him out on this case. We've decided that we're not going to do that because we want to do a full, bar hearing and whatnot before we formally reinstate your license. But what we will allow is we will allow you to take advantage of the loophole that you don't need a bar license to be a paralegal. So if you would like to be Liz Bajek's paralegal and learned under the careful, watchful, and learned...
Paralegal?
Oh, you want my paralegal, Franklin?
Please! Oh God!
Oh.
Please, yes.
Oh wow, I feel like this.
So, yes, if you would like to be Liz Bajek's paralegal and learn from his keen legal mind today, you may do so.
Oh, the turntable 7.
Also, it looks like what's going to be going down. We have Harold here. We have Miss Walker here. I know Dean was on their witness list, but apparently Dean was attacked 2 days later and has no recollection of the events whatsoever. I confirmed that there was a medical report in there of it happening. So Dean's probably not going
That's
to
so
be
fucking
here. We're
funny.
seeing if
All right.
O'Leary's going to be here, but it's looking like Bird's going to be coming in here probably within the next 15-20 minutes, and we're going to try and just we're just going to try and fucking knock this one out.
And as a paralegal, what is the extent? Am I just in an advisory capacity, or will I be able to ask questions or make an opening or a closing?
In this particular case, because you're a bar certified attorney, like normally a lot of times we will allow paralegals to, you know, make objections and arguments and do questioning and stuff like that, just because we're trying to, you know, get them trained and comfortable in how to do that. In your particular case, we're gonna have you sit more in a learning capacity where, you know, if you wanna float stuff to Bajak or whatnot, we'll allow you to do that. But we want Bajak to be, you know, the first chair, if you will.
Yeah, I understand.
All right.
All right.
Hey,
All right.
Aaron.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
I forgot.
Also,
Bye-bye.
looks like Kid O'Leary's on his way, so
Oh.
everything should be good to proceed as scheduled.
Is Harold?
Like an hour-ish past. Yeah, Harold is here. He had to take an escape hatch to go handle something really quick, but
Okay.
he'll be right back.
All right.
So yeah, Harold's here. Walker's here. That's Walker right over there. Kid O'Leary's going to be here. Dean is not, but Dean apparently, yeah, he's accounted for.
Is Nash still?
Nash is really the only one that we're potentially waiting on here, and I don't know how to get a hold of Nash.
I can reach out to Nash.
Okay. I think Harold maybe have already done that. I don't fucking know. We should probably just do that just to be sure. But yeah, so it's gonna be going forward today. We can rip the band-aid off. Whatever happens, happens. Where the chips fall, they fall. Vaca, I guess, since he doesn't want representation at all, I guess he's gonna be standing there with you at the bench, but I guess that's just how that's gonna work.
Okay. It's strange because I was representing him in the cells for this thing, so I'm kind of.
Yeah, I mean, if he doesn't want representation, he doesn't want representation. I
I
don't know
guess
what
so.
to tell you. But yeah, anyway.
All right, thank
that's
you.
What's going down? I guess hold tight for another 15-ish minutes or so, and we'll get this underway.
All right. Well, thank you. Keep me informed.
I'm
All right.
expecting to hear about
Hey,
what you
Gabriel and I
learned
are trying to
about
see this
legal
shit on the docket. What?
professionalism today.
Oh my God. They're really.
Franklin.
What?
I'll make sure to teach him well.
Fill me in, please.
Is this on the docket? This case?
Yes, this is a very, very big case. It's been on the docket for a while.
Okay. Bodie and I were trying, not Bodie, fucking Gabriel and I were trying to look for it, but we couldn't.
It's under Abner's name.
So at least I'm
Abner?
on first chair.
Yeah. Steve V. Abner.
I
I bet.
Hey, remember that thing that I was talking about it up and Adam?
Yep.
That's canceled.
so are they reinstating you?
So I need you to spread the word.
Your
Oh,
bar
you
license.
want it?
No, they said that they
It's
first
canceled.
started saying,
You know what I'm
"Hey,
saying?
since we
Yeah,
want
because I know you had
to
previously said you.
Yeah,
decide to
Just it's canceled.
unsuspend your bar
All right, so
license,
my idea then?
Fi-
That's not
find
so- that's not
Tony
sus at
and
all.
tell him, yo, that that's
and
just
be a
canceled.
paralegal in this
All
matter."
right.
That's
to be
definitely not
honest-
sus at all.
All right.
And I said, okay.
Right,
so
please don't do anything before the trial. That's.
They said, no, actually.
All right.
No, I said
you're
to
a bar
cancel.
All right, all
licensed
right.
attorney,
It wasn't for the trial
you
anyway.
can ask
It ain't nothing like
questions
that.
and do openings.
Make this motherfucker give me Tony's
You
phone
sh-
number so I can find Tony.
I'm fucking pissed.
I don't-
Franklin.
I already
I'm
texted him.
already
If he's not going to answer back, then I
furious
don't.
about this.
I have a feeling
I mean, Tony always answers me back as well because I've been representing him, the union.
No, it's about nobody else in the DOJ being able to fucking support your workload. Them realizing it and now throwing you in to save their trial, which they can't have without you. That's the whole fucking point.
Uh-huh. Well, maybe this will help with my hearing.
I'm gonna fucking lose my mind that you're here in Franklin.
Don't lose your mind. Don't. We don't
I'm
know if
gonna
it's
yell at
be
him.
silly or not yet. Come on.
This is
What am I doing for this one? Sorry.
Either you
Bruh.
I'm getting
are
unlocked.
capable of being a bar certified attorney in this city, or you're not. Pick a
Motherfucker's
lane.
swinging at me.
Makes sense. But sometimes
Goddamn feet as a bar certified attorney himself. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, Duke's actually really pissed for him.
Case that everyone's around for, you know, it wasn't prepared for because no attorneys in the city.
I thought it was hilarious though. The fact that it's fair legal. No.
Maybe there's a lesson to be learned there, DOJ.
What the turntables? It's fucking hilarious. All right. Oh yeah, I was gonna say my weird argument.
Okay, but while I have members of the DA's office here, though,
How is evasion defined?
the fact that there is this has been on the docket for what 20 days, and 5 witnesses were added 2 days ago. So
Yeah,
they
I'm
only
upset
basically-
too.
They only had 2 days of notice to make sure they were even going to be available and ready for this. After what 19, 20 days that they could have been added, please add your witnesses early. If you end up having to dismiss them at some point,
I think if she had shown up to the trial, they actually would not have been found to be accessories to it, because it's only if they're. Yeah. How is evasion defined? Alright, we're gonna get technical about this. I don't like the how is it defined stuff. It's not good arguments, but if we're really gonna push for it, then fuck. An act or instance of evading escape. Fuck. Oh my god, this won't be. Oh my god. This is gonna be hard.
I suggest that Nash gets put up first, but you know that's up to you guys what you do. But knowing what I know, Nash going up first would be a good idea as a prior commitment.
Take advantage of your poop hole.
Escape or avoid.
God.
Okay.
See, I knew you were a little bit of a promiscuous feller, but I didn't know you went that deep.
Nash has a big event thing that she runs and is the only one running it, and has been planning it for 3 weeks. And got
Fuck.
all
It just
pieces
by
of
definition it fits. Fuck. Just by there's no.
And I'm big mad.
The others booth.
All right, this is gonna be hard.
Right. It's expressing essentially everything that we
The others booth.
briefly mentioned, Nash. Big mad. Get you out of. We'll try and get you out of here first if we can.
I was not notified.
Provide accessory new or recently should have known their system to be used to aid a crime with the individual's invasion of law enforcement. Oh, fuck.
What's the docket number, Liz?
What was that?
What is the docket number?
Oh, for this case? This one is
Yes.
13508.
Yelling at it.
I was going over the accessory charge and it pretty by definition fits. It's going to be hard.
Get O'Leary's a witness.
Yeah, but if it fits, then that's the thing though, is that if it fits, then it fits to like every prison break. Or if it fits, then it fits to every time you have a hostage like on standby, just so you don't get shot in the face.
I think that might be
set
their-
it up so that you get shot if you have a hostage like that, yo. I mean,
The thing about this, all 5 of these witnesses, unless I'm mistaken, are only relevant to the actual kidnapping and hostage situation and release of baby. Not really arguing that didn't happen
okay.
because they have quite literally all the evidence that it did. That's why I'm kind of certain that this terrorism charge is gonna stick. Try to throw something at it, but court
it
and knowing
shouldn't
how
be
that previous
terrorism
ruling.
because it was the only way to get her out of prison. There was no
Yeah.
other way to get her out of prison. So if they can come up with another way to get somebody out of prison and organize it that way when DOC and everybody is on, then, you know, like on the clock.
It's kind
To
of
aid
a
a crime
hard argument to make that
or the individual's
Well, it is.
evasion
there was no other opportunity to break
of
her
law
out.
enforcement.
You rather than attempting to affect the conduct of the court and thereby the government, you were the thing to take advantage.
This fits so
of the
much.
only
Fuck.
opportunity you had.
I could easily win this case if I was a prosecution. Like, this isn't even hard.
We just wanted her out of custody. Nobody said we wanted her to be found innocent.
What are you doing there, Miss Reeves?
The argument that they're gonna make is that
Around the courthouse a lot lately.
preventing her from being able to go to her trial and you know,
That happens regardless, though. If we get her out of prison, we get her out of prison. That prevents her from getting her, like, whether it's 15 minutes before trial or 15 years before trial. Like, unless she's caught, then it prevents her from going to trial.
I can
bro.
understand
I
that
get
argument.
it. Like, they
Any
can
prison break?
say guilty regardless. I just think it's wrong.
Uh,
Yeah, it's whatever.
No, I think as far as the accomplice charges, I would understand that. It might even just say, you know what? Do you break somebody out? You do deserve to have accomplice to all their charges.
That's pretty fucking harsh. I mean, I get that, but, like, that's pretty fucking harsh if they decide that, yo.
the only thing I can maybe think of is if there was like a mass prison break and a bunch of people, you know, would someone be guilty of literally everything they'd done ever? That doesn't seem necessarily something that would be reasonable.
Baby did not commit terrorism by holding people hostage with her phone. That's horse. That's such bullshit. Like, I can't. It pisses me off if that's why she was found guilty. Even the ruling, it sounds like the judge knows he's full of shit. Like,
Aided and
it's so
abetted
stupid.
Butch. Even if we go,
No, that's not what it says. It says held because it was terrorism, because she held people hostage with her phone. She essentially held them hostage with her phone.
No, she didn't
That's
hold
what it says.
the court hostage. She essentially held Archie and Dupre hostage.
No, it says in the ruling
Oh.
that she held the people in the immediate area hostage with her phone. Essentially, that's what it says. That's why it's dumb.
What I remember Montai telling me.
It actually says that in the ruling.
What I remember Montai telling me is that duress was not a good excuse for
Yeah.
murder, and so regardless of what happened, the fact that she did help in kidnapping them would already make her accomplice to everything.
I mean, okay, but they say it literally does say in the ruling that she held people hostage with her phone, and like in the immediate area, like everybody in the courtroom was held hostage.
Oh yeah, I don't agree with that, and they didn't charge her based on that either.
Well, that's good. I don't know why he said it in his ruling, man, because it's so goddamn dumb.
That
Hello there.
Yeah, this just by definition fits too much.
What's your name, young man?
My name is Christoph. Nice to meet you, sir.
Nice. I used to know a
But whatever. I mean, it sounds like terrorism. This is a catch-all. We want to fuck you, so we're giving you terrorism.
Terrible fashion sense.
Any crime committed by the individual that was reasonably foreseeable at the time that it was given. What does that mean
to
exactly?
clarify, we're not fighting the actions taken. We're fighting the charges being applied to those actions.
Yeah, I'm trying to come up with an argument for why accessory may not be the right charge.
I was not even registered with the city when Lambda was killed. My paperwork wasn't even done yet. So for
That's
them to
reasonably
just
foreseeable at the
say,
time that it was given, provided
because I
extra
helped
knew.
her, like, that's just
Or reasonably should have
fucking
known.
wild.
I'll take you still. I'll take you over that other one.
Perfect. Guess this one's a criminal.
It's fucked up.
The criminal. The criminal.
I think I am.
Okay, BuzzFeed test, sir.
What does that mean?
Yeah,
What does this mean that charge of any crime committed by the individual that was reasonably foreseeable at the time that it was given? Does that mean if it wasn't reasonably foreseeable, it wouldn't be accessory? But what is reasonably? So that means that if you weren't aware of the, I guess that okay, that is how they do it. If you weren't aware of the crimes the person had committed, then it wouldn't be reasonable foreseeable for you to have understood what you were aiding in.
Alright, so just so everyone is aware, due to some scheduling concerns and conflicts, what we're going to do here is, before we actually call the matter to order, so that we can get Lieutenant Nash out of here as soon as possible, we're actually just going to do a deposition.
I have other FTOs that are here also that I'd like to be there, so at this point, fuck me. Let's just go through the whole thing.
Okay, so it wouldn't help if we just took your deposition right now and then just got you out of here in the
You
next,
want to
like, 20
take
minutes?
Harold's, Joe's, Veronica's, Sloan's,
I didn't
everyone
know.
in
There's
here.
no way
on
they
the
could
witness
prove
list are
whether or
you,
not I
Harold,
knew.
and Walker.
Yep, and those are people that I need.
And me!
Well, shit.
Okay. Okay, I'm cooking. Alright.
They're not on the list.
No, let's not do a fucking continuance again.
Alright, well, if that's the case, if sort of everybody's sort of needed for everything, then I guess we'll just get through this as quick as possible. Alright, so I'm going to call the matter of State v. Vaca et al. To order as soon as Vaca gets
Not
up
aware of
here.
what the cause, what the crimes committed by the person by Baby Block. Reasonably aware of.
It's such a strange argument, Bodhi, to be like, that's the only opportunity, you know? But it's just gonna sound bad.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Like, we
It
can
was the
make that
easiest,
argument.
I guess. How about that? Don't say only, say easiest.
Bodhi's been here the whole time. Why the fuck have I been in a cell?
Most opportune. Or, you know what I mean? Like, it was the best opportunity.
Bodhi's been up here the entire time.
Shut your mouth.
Okay.
Hey, how about
Okay.
you eat my dick?
Once again, calling the matter of State v. Vaca et al. To order. Will the parties representing the various clients please note your appearance for the record?
Thank you. What?
Oh, can you repeat that? I did not hear what you
Note appearance for record.
said. All right, Deputy District Attorney Lachlan Pike for the state of San Andreas.
Assistant District Attorney
Whatever.
Katie St. Clair for the state.
Fucking sitting around in a cell for an hour.
Defense Attorney Liz Pacek for the defense.
Okay. So for the two, Mike Block, Baby Block, and Minjun Kwan are not here. They're going to be tried in absentia. I'm not going to bother reading out their charges. Abnavaka, you stand accused of a lot of stuff. First off, do you know what you're being charged with?
No.
Okay, Vaca, you stand
so I did a
accused
pre-trial motion.
of 1 count of kidnapping a government employee, 1 count of evading, 1 count of resisting arrest, 1 count of criminal possession of a handgun, 1 count of brandishing a firearm, 1 count of terrorism, 1 count of accessory to murder of a government employee, 1 count of accessory to kidnapping a government employee, 1 count of accessory to attempted murder of a government employee, 1 count of accessory to terrorism, 1 count of accessory to escape from prison, and 1 count of robbery. Are you pleading not guilty to all these, or are there any that you want to
Allegedly.
plead guilty to?
I've been begging the DA's office for a
Nothing.
plea deal since I got thrown in prison. They are saying,
Escape.
no, go fuck yourself. You killed a judge.
That's
Guilty
fine.
to everything except for all those accessories.
So you're pleading guilty to everything except for
You
the
realize
accessory
that
charges.
makes
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, see.
Got
And
it.
also,
Alright.
I want to go
Plead-
back
plead-
to the cell
plead no
now
contest,
because
please.
they-
Plead no
you're
contest.
supposed to start an hour ago. Fuck
Say
me.
no
Better than go be
contest,
playing
bro.
pool in the cell yard.
Your
plead no
Honor,
contest
one
instead.
moment to confer with our client.
You're not my client, idiota. You're his client.
Bruh, you about to fuck me. Plead no contest or some shit.
Bodhi, I do not give two shits right now, SR. This thing was supposed to start an hour ago.
No
it's a beautiful
contest.
day
No
on the
contest
prison
means the
yard.
same thing as guilty. It
Fine,
means
no
the same thing.
contest then, SR. I don't give a
Okay.
damn.
Alright. He wants to plead no contest, not guilty. Alright. Or,
So you want to plead
sorry.
no contest to your charges, and you want to plead not guilty to the accessory charges.
See, whatever the fuck gets me back into the yard so I can do my time and go play pool.
Okay.
For an hour
Bodhi,
ago.
do you know what you're being charged with?
Yep, not guilty to everything, bro.
Okay, Bodhi, not guilty to everything. Done. Moving
God,
on.
it's hard to work
Opening
with.
argument. State, are you prepared to give an opening
Oh,
argument?
fuck. I'm not prepared for this either.
At this time, I want to ask, I see Humphrey's in attendance. Humphrey, do you know more about this than the two standing here? Do you want to step in and cover for Bird while he gets here, or do you want your beautiful little underlings to handle this?
I have no more information than my team, unfortunately, on this one.
All right, wonderful. Take it away, Mike.
Leave. Wait, do I have to be here?
Is guilty
I don't know.
of all.
Honor, do I have to be here?
Afternoon, everyone. The reason we are here, all gathered
The
here, is
prisoners.
to chapter in the story
Or
of the
facing.
state of San Andreas. This state isn't just built on buildings and roads, businesses, wildly obscene things at abrupt moments. This state is the people who live here and give it life and
Fuck,
purpose.
I didn't check his phone records
And
though.
one of those lives
How
who
much was he
greatly-
wearing?
A great purpose was taken from us at an
Oh, God.
unexpected and violent time. Day in our state's history, and I believe will be looked back as a catalyst for the change that we need to move forward. As a state, we came together that day to find and hold people who ripped out a pillar of this community responsible. And our day of justice and healing was again halted by the same individual who then took it to a new level by taking our mayor and beloved judge hostage to free their co-conspirator who had been locked away for the safety and sanity of our state. April 29th, 2024, these individuals, the defendants to my left here, and some who are not here with us today, took advantage of the individual who was arguably the most hurt by the loss of Judge Archibald Lambda. Friend Judge Kid O'Leary, battling anxiety and depression.
Okay, I had to
looking
pre-trial
to
motion.
face the day
They didn't
of
ask for
dear friend's
the.
killer's trial.
This guy's acting is awful.
Hmm.
Advantage of, and then straight taken. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to lost my place. Yeah. Taken
You're
by
doing
the
great,
blocks.
Essay. Continue.
They then forced the judge into a cabin at a nudist camp while they used his phone in an attempt to lure out and kidnap Mayor Sean Dean. Evidence of Avner Vaca, Mike Block, MJ, and Bodie Block conspired to disrupt justice with an act of terrorism for the purpose of freeing Baby Block from prison. Successfully executed their plan by committing a number of other crimes and injustices along the way. At this point, so I just ask that we go through the evidence and the testimony here for you today, Your Honors, that you keep in mind not only did these individuals commit these acts with no regard for the law or the well-being of our states and our citizens, this freely and publicly out in the open for all to see. They posted the original kidnapping on Twinsta. Their messages to one another during their acts of terror shows a level of excitement and enjoyment that they get from committing these atrocities. So much, there's so little that can be considered about their character that would lead you to believe anything other than the fact that they can continue their ways and likely only escalate their intensity with what they do.
Okay.
You find these defendants guilty through the evidence and testimonies that you will receive from the state of San Andreas and our witnesses today. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Pike. Vaca, since you're not actually represented by anyone, you want to tell me why you're not an accessory to those charges?
Oh, because that shit was like a month ago, Essay. I don't know what the hell any of that means. Can I go now?
Do you actually want to just go back to prison and just find out about your
Okay.
sentence after the fact? Is that what you want to do?
So long as
See,
we
yes,
don't
I
have
was
to-
ready. I was ready to do this shit like an hour ago. Okay, it's a beautiful, nice Saturday. All right, there's boys in the yard. They're gonna play like all kinds of pool and things. I want to do pool.
Okay.
Unless
one
you're gonna
second.
kill me, don't kill me though. No, no death penalty, please. I withhold my Fifth Amendment right. I'm not gonna be testifying against myself. Nothing. So yeah, you have all the evidence before you. See.
Do I want to save this for
We're
my
gonna play
closing?
pool.
All right, so we've decided, and yup, if you want to just go back to prison right now, these fine DOC members can just go and take you back to prison, and you'll just be notified of whatever your sentence is.
Hey, good luck, Baldy. Godspeed.
Yeah, later, Abner.
Fuck you for ever didn't show up on time. Fuck you. All right, let's go.
Fuck you.
Fuck you, Esther.
But Jack, floor is yours for an opening argument.
Yes, and I have a pre-trial motion, if I may.
What's your motion?
Excuse me. I would like to motion to remove the defendants Mike Block and Min Jun Kwan as defendants, as the list of defendants have never been admitted into custody, and there's no way to know if they have received a notice and summons to court. And as such, we request that these defendants be removed from the trial. Right, that's a good point.
Okay, so
it's a good point.
Listening to my panelists here, they're saying no and hell no.
Okay.
Because when you are attached as a witness or a defendant or even a plaintiff, anytime a judgment is made on the case, you get a phone notification. Now, it can be excused in the case of, the officers here and Kid O'Leary because they were not actually added to this docket until 2 days ago. However, the criminal defendants here, other than, well, including your client, have all been on this docket since check's title April 28th. So anytime Dylan Pierce, James Bird, or myself posted anything to this docket, they get a little phone blip at the top of their phone that says State v. Abner Vaca et al., new judgment or new motion on docket. And so they've received notice a grand total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 times.
I would like to raise the point that Prescott as well failed to appear for the case we had today, so despite being...
I've already asked for a failure to appear for that, so I don't care.
Prescott's right here.
Yes, I meant for
I
that
had a
case
ca- I had
previous
a
today.
Court case this morning where I didn't show up, so this is completely irrelevant.
Well, my point was that you have it,
Entirely
despite having no
irrelevant,
notifications.
and-
I apologize.
Okay, so we should just sever the whole thing. Let's
Uh,
go back to your seat. It's embarrassing.
Oh, I still have to do the opening argument, though, if I could.
Yeah, they got it. He has to do
No,
his
you go
opening
back to your
argument.
seat, then
Oh,
walk
okay.
back.
Oh, all right.
Do you have an opening, Liz? Pick one up.
I have like a minor one, basically. That's like two sentences. That's about it.
Jack, why don't you come
Okay,
and
I've got a
stand
very
for
long
your
one.
opening argument?
You want to send that to me real quick?
If you're open to it, I'll ask him, Liz.
Okay.
You can give it. Yeah, they'll let you give it.
Your Honor, would it be all right if I made an opening?
Christ, you've got to be serious right now. Can't wait until I get off so I can go home.
Oh, I called out Prescott for not showing up. Yeah, despite that, Prescott didn't show up for the court case.
DuPont, you're a paralegal.
I figured.
Let Bajek handle it.
Your Honor.
Fine. In that case, What I'm here to argue today is that we do not want to set a precedent that anyone who aids in a prison break is guilty of all charges that prisoners were facing. That could lead to outcomes that are unforeseeable for any form of prison break that happens that leads to more than one person being freed. And I'd like to expand that the defendant Buddy Block just followed along with his gang, you know, acting as a good goon that follows along without question, and he was not reasonably aware of what crimes were committed by Baby Block, and that he was allegedly helping escape at the time. Thank you. All right.
All right, opening arguments are done.
Okay. All right.
Testimony. State, go ahead and call your first witness. And your first witness is going to be Lieutenant
okay.
Nash.
Yep, we called Lieutenant Nash up to the stand.
Lieutenant Nash, what do you want to swear on today?
I don't care. Things surprise me.
All right, go ahead and raise your left hand for me, please. Lieutenant Nash, do you swear and affirm that the testimony you're about to give today shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, under the pains and penalties of perjury, so help you? Don't care, surprise me.
I do.
All right, witness is sworn in. Go ahead and begin your questioning. State.
Lieutenant Nash, may you please give us your narrative testimony?
Okay. Well, objection?
Do you mind if I refresh myself by looking through the case?
This is a docket
Definitely
court
object
case.
to that,
Narrative is
definitely
not
object to that.
something that I'm okay with.
That is true. It is a docket case. Generally, we don't do narratives in a docket case. However, I will allow Miss Nash to briefly refresh her memory as to the reports provided.
Okay.
Nash, when your memory is refreshed, please let me know and we can start questioning.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Whenever you're ready, please
I
let me
think
know.
about the phone thing though. That assumes a lot, right? Can you really? Can you reasonably assume that someone is made aware of their phone calls?
Seconds.
If they didn't ever respond to them, or not phone calls, but like whatever text
Ask
notifications.
the judges in some kind of way if all she can offer
Or
is
Judge
what's in
hostage
evidence and
situation,
what does
correct?
this witness have to offer. You know,
Yes.
something
Yeah.
like that. Strike the witness.
Your Honor, if all she can offer is what's in evidence already, I don't see the reason that she should be.
I'm not even attached to that report. But in regards to the hostage situation, we got a call that
Wait, please wait.
Okay. All right. So, sounds like your memory's refreshed. So, Miss Sinclair, go ahead and begin your. Oh, Bird's here. Hey, Bud. Guess what? You get to tap out St. Clair and start asking questions.
One moment. Can everyone hear me?
We can hear you. Go ahead and start.
Were they
asking
stalling?
Miss Nash questions.
There's no fucking way. Were they actually stalling?
Just a moment.
Those
let
bitches.
me
All right.
Find those questions.
They were actually stalling. Well, actual filibuster. I'm pissed. Is there a way to reasonably assume then? Okay, so basically, I can abuse this actually for the future, but not for now. Right now, but I can fully abuse this in the future. Absolutely.
Officer Nash, did you receive an
Lieutenant.
emergency call on April 29th?
I did not.
Were you alerted to the situation that we are here for today?
It was
Is that
called over
leading?
the radio that the mayor had been kidnapped. Let me make sure
And-
that he addresses me correctly, by the way.
Please make sure to address Lieutenant Nash as Lieutenant Nash.
Geez, Lieutenant Nash. Refer to everyone as officer in the courtroom. But Lieutenant Nash, what was your role in the events of April 29th?
Objection calls for narrative.
Yeah, can you be a little more specific there, bud?
How did you participate in the events of April 29th?
Objection calls for narrative.
Yeah, you need to ask slightly more specific questions as to what happened and what her involvement was. You can't just say, "Hey, what did you do?"
Just bear with me a moment. I'm trying to sort through and find everything. I'm not feeling very well. I apologize for being late. Had extenuating circumstances. Lieutenant Nash, were you on scene for the hostage situation that took place on April 29th?
I was.
What was that?
I was.
And did you witness any of the defendants at the scene that day?
I did. Say that too fast.
No, your slow and condescending response. I heard it clearly. Now, did you have a description of the vehicle officers were pursuing the suspects in?
Objection lacking foundation.
Rebuttal.
Lacking foundation? Identifying the vehicle?
I won't let Jinx in.
Okay, so you haven't established that there is a vehicle on scene yet, so sustained.
Can I say equipment to ask? Well, I apologize again. Running into this right here, where we're at in the line of questioning, what's been asked, so I don't.
Nothing has been
like...
asked. We called Nash up, we swore her in, and then basically at that moment you came in. So no testimony has been given. The only thing that has been done at this trial is Nash has been sworn in. Vaca has pled no contest to his charges, not guilty to any of the accessory charges, and has gone back to prison. Opening arguments have been made. Pretrial motion has been made by Bajek and denied to sever defendants. Nash is now here. Fresh slate, no questions have been asked.
Lieutenant Nash, were you present for the negotiations?
Objection lacking foundation.
Send it to Liz and he can read it.
I'll give it time before answering.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to sustain that one as well. You don't really establish. Okay, so you've asked, was there a hostage situation? Were there defendants at the scene? That's essentially what you've established right now. So working off of that, ask your next follow-up questions.
Sorry. Trying to just read through, so I cannot find my questions for Lieutenant Nash right now.
Permission to add a comment?
Denied. If I can't, you can't.
Yeah, I'm going to object this. I'm going to object if he's going to have to ask objectionable questions. Like he has so much time to prepare for this case. I've had 3 days, and I can already. I know he's really bad at asking questions in a non-objectional way, but I'm going to object if he's going to ask stupid questions.
Okay, Lieutenant Nash, were you at the city hall for the entirety of the hostage negotiation?
Yes, I was.
Wasn't established that there was negotiations, but
Do you recall what was being requested by the defendants?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
What was it that they were requesting?
They were requesting for Baby Block to be released from prison. And is it okay if I look to see the other name because I'm having a brain fart?
I'd like to object to hearsay.
Overruled. This would be within one of like 5 different hearsay exceptions.
Oh, was it?
No, statement against interest, excited utterance, statement of a then occurring situation. There's a lot of them.
Okay, I haven't actually gone over all of them with the.
This is hearsay within an exception. Let's move on.
Okay.
You want me to continue?
Yeah, go ahead and continue, please.
So for Baby Block to be released from prison and then brought to the courthouse, and for another Block to be released, but was requesting that the mayor execute him. Replacement.
Also, that ain't true. You know, we didn't request. We just said they could.
And
We didn't request.
how many of the suspects were on the scene at the city hall when you were first there?
Doesn't change anything.
Did anyone additional arrive to the scene other than officers?
Yes.
Did you identify any of the individuals that later joined the scene?
Oh, it was.
Can't
Okay.
remember the name. Prepped.
Was Judge Kit O'Leary on the scene?
No.
Objection. Leading.
How was it that
Not
we learned
leading.
that?
Overruled.
Okay. I felt a little bit leading.
Please continue, Mr. Bud.
Did he? I thought I heard an answer.
They were the terms agreed to that the suspects were requesting in their negotiation.
Them.
To your knowledge, what ones were agreed to?
Baby Block being released from prison.
See, prison break. She was not here. She
And did
wasn't on the
you
way here.
witness Baby Block
She was in prison.
be released?
Prison?
Best plan because it worked.
Released to the kidnappers.
Yes.
Following her release, what happened from there? You witnessed.
Objection calls for a narrative.
Sustained.
Did you witness the suspects and Baby Block leave the scene?
Yes.
Following them leaving the scene, what did you do?
I stayed
Objection
behind.
calls for narrative. and vague.
Yeah, that's also going to be sustained.
I have no further questions
Okay.
for Lieutenant Nash from here.
I'm happy you called me here today. 2 days before.
Oh, hold on, Nash. You got to be cross-examined.
Forgot about that.
There's like one thing I want to ask.
Jack, you're up. Do you have a cross-examination of Officer Nash? Or sorry, Lieutenant Nash.
I'm sick.
Now
Yes.
I'm doing it.
See.
You're fine to do that. He isn't.
The
It's on this. I know. I'm sorry that you.
you said you witnessed the defendants at the city hall. Which defendants?
So that would be Bodie Block, Mike Block, Lee Block. And I'm honestly losing the last name.
And how were you aware that it was these defendants?
Identify themselves.
Sorry, Lieutenant. I didn't actually hear that answer.
They all identified themselves.
In what manner?
Multiple times.
Meaning they stated their name? Did you hear that? Meaning they stated their name?
How? Don't get so specific. Just ask how they identify themselves.
Okay. Were any of them, any individuals, wearing concealing face coverings?
I think only Mike Block was.
And this individual claimed to be Mike Block?
Times.
Is it possible for someone to claim to be someone else while wearing a mask?
Well, Bodie identified himself, and I had identified him previously for previous interactions.
Objection. Non-responsive. I didn't ask that part.
He's still just talking about Mike here.
Okay, sorry.
Let's see. Then I have no further questions.
Okay, does the
All right,
state
thanks
of
for the-
redirect on those?
Thank you.
six
This could be hard.
Bodie.
I'm trying.
At least I got a good.
All right, thanks for the full
coordinator.
thing, Gold Line and
All
Detroit
right,
Wings. I
Lieutenant
appreciate it.
Nash, you are free to leave. Well,
I'm trying.
hold on.
I'm trying.
Jack, do you want
They
to
make
mark
it pretty
Nash for
clear.
recall?
It was a prison.
No.
All right, you are free to leave. Run free.
Affect the government by getting her
Staying here to
free
support my
from prison.
FTOs. That should
Like,
be a
that's
FTO
so
appreciation
dumb.
event.
All right, state next witness.
The state would like to call Lieutenant
I'm trying.
Well.
All right. Thanks for the sub, Gambit. I appreciate
Alright,
it.
Lieutenant
I'm trying. I'm trying. So Mike Block, he actually was wearing or allegedly. I don't know who was under the mask. You know, I don't know. But he was wearing a mask like the whole time, and he may have said things. But I mean, if someone says something while wearing a mask, I'm not going to assume that's to be true. Yeah, my name is such and such. You know, I'm going to assume like it's a wrestler name.
I just wanted to check, make sure. A very good chest.
Most of your characters.
I know you installed, VR systems in all our laptops, and we're really thankful for that, Harold. But that doesn't mean that you get to sit in the
Thanks
big
for
chair
5 gifts
here.
on Detroit Wings. I appreciate it.
I prefer
thank you a lot. I
Beckman that
really
you brought
appreciate
us
that.
The gold vault.
Oh.
I prefer Glittleman. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm going to do my best, but
Harold,
it's
what do you want to swear on today?
this is what's called.
Guy.
I can maybe
Go
get
ahead and
my
raise your
block
left
off
hand
charges.
for me,
Maybe.
sir.
Everyone else
Lieutenant Harold, do you
it's going to be a hard
solemnly swear
argument.
and affirm that testimony
More
you're
than an
about to give
uphill
today
battle.
shall be the truth, the whole truth,
This is
and
a sheer
nothing but the
cliff.
truth, out of the pains and penalties of perjury, so help you, the new guy.
So happy. I okay.
All right, when is this sworn in? State your witness.
Thank you. Hello, Lieutenant Stockardwell. On April 29th, did you receive any emergency calls in regards to the situation we're here for today?
It's fine, I guess.
Me personally.
I'm trying to object him on the ground. I know he gets freaked out by objections as well.
Yes, you personally.
Most people get freaked out by objections.
No.
But he keeps on asking stuff in an objectionable way.
Were you alerted to the situation that we're here for today?
Yes, over the radio by EMS.
Okay.
And what was the
Okay.
radio alert in regards to?
Sorry, I'm having to focus a lot for this.
I once used the police numbers, but they were like, "Help! Help! The mayor been kidnapped from the party! Oh my gosh! Church!
So,
Church!" Very
I
dramatic.
should probably get on the stand and say some stuff.
Don't.
Very, very.
And
Don't do
then plead
that.
the fifth.
Why would
So
you
that
do
it
that?
gets- Because
What did you do in
what I
response to
said
this?
would be
said,
remembered by the
"Hands on
judges
deck.
whether they
The
stricken
mayor's
it or
been
not.
kidnapped. Every unit on duty.
So if I
you
made
must
it
respond. I
word
led the
and made like
charge,
a single
I
one or
got
two
to radio.
statements.
Is that
like
close
this
for
is
you? No,
something
it's
I
not.
need to say,
Everybody, they were at Palito.
then I can get
So
it said. I don't
beeline
make
towards
mistrial.
Basic Canyon and my
But Jack-
I still remember it.
And I also had units.
So
go
what
up
do
at
you
Great
wanna say?
Ocean. We had
I don't
units
I
know.
picked the last
go
name
up
Jack
to
just because I like the sound of
Whatever
it.
I need to
Try
say,
and lock
like if
down
something
the
that needs to be
Palito,
said that we haven't had
and,
said.
try and find
See,
visual
I don't-
on this
Get done.
vehicle
I
before
don't
it
think there
eventually
well, that will
went
be
south.
necessary, but we'll leave it open.
And were you able to spot this
They
vehicle?
might resent you for doing that.
Personally,
I don't care. They try to
Franklin,
give me
please.
so much time. I mean, fuck it.
Keep in mind that'll might affect the ruling.
Had you engaged in pursuit with the vehicle at all?
briefly towards the end of the pursuit.
How did the pursuit end?
The pursuit ended after a brief minute or two as it drove
Okay.
through the city and then went to City Hall here outside. Apparently outside, not at the TV, which is the rooftop of a spooky police department with spit that looks elderly. So the pursuit ended here after I was in a megaphone shouting, "You need to negotiate!" And they didn't. And then they stopped and they got out the car with guns and weapons and the mayor.
What happens if you had an entire prison break?
How many people were in the vehicle?
I can't recall exactly. I have to look at the report.
I can see them saying yeah, but like
Tree?
We can put on the
But I don't
stream
want to
mode.
say I think when it comes
Alright.
to cards, because then they're like,
Yep, yep.
what that is.
Stream mode.
I really don't either.
On.
And I don't know how to say it, but they really should. I think it's too oppressive and I think
You,
it's too excessive.
able to identify any of the suspects that got out of the vehicle?
Bring that up.
Oh, yes, yes. You have,
Okay. Alright, he's fixed his questioning.
With the hat over there, Mr. Borty. I had seen him prior around a week before while he was busy shooting.
Well, thanks for the gift of sub, Detrick Wings. I appreciate it.
And
Again,
the other fella
I'm trying.
had a small little mask on, and he said his name is not Mike Black. And then you had the mayor, and it was originally those three.
Originally, did anyone else arrive on the scene?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay.
Absolute
Fuck. He
idiot.
just keeps on adding a little bit extra.
What is his Snapback was his street's name? Go by Min Jen something. And,
Probably should be judging to his testimony.
Hello, miss. I thought she was asking me questions.
Why
She's just
why
putting down food. Please continue.
Oh yes, sorry. So yes, this Min Jen fella, Snapback.
Oh, thank you. I
he
very much so
approached
appreciate
our
that.
police line and refused to leave like 5 times and said he was meant to be here but didn't say he was involved. And then eventually the actual competent negotiators of not Mike Black and Bodie said yes, he's involved, and Snapback joined them on the steps of City Hall.
Objection narrative to the testimony. Maybe it was.
I don't think that's really much of a narrative because it still pertains to who
I thought so as well.
arrived on
I'm trying. I'm not
scene,
having the.
everything related to Mr. Kwan, who, in the testimony that Harold's just given,
Was made the eventually comment.
basically arrived on scene afterwards. I don't think this really trended too much into the realm of like weaving a story. Everything was very targeted towards.
I thought so as well.
Min Jun.
He was very good at that. Surprisingly.
Please continue.
Did the defendants begin negotiations with you, Lieutenant?
They did.
And do you recall what their requests were?
Yes, I do.
Okay. They fixed it. Harold's actually good on this end. What?
And were you able to facilitate any of those requests?
Not all of them, as one was unreasonable.
What was the unreasonable request?
Bring Butch Black out of prison so the mayor can execute and kill him right here.
Probably should.
And what was the reasonable request?
Bring
doesn't
Baby
matter.
Black here.
Some more opinion, but
Reasonable in the context of the situation.
okay. I'm going to focus here. Oh, and hey, Penelope, or Cheerio.
And did you have the authority to approve that request?
Yeah.
Okay. Are focusing right now.
Now, upon Baby Block being released, the suspects leaving the scene, did you partake in the pursuit of them afterwards?
There was no pursuit.
Okay. Was it lacking
Did you
foundation?
partake in the locating of the second hostage, Judge Kid O'Leary?
Oh, yes.
Objection.
There was no
Lacking
pursuit.
foundation.
I am going to sustain that one, as there has been no questioning at all as to O'Leary's involvement in here anyway.
Further questions for Lieutenant Stockardwell at this time, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay. Good.
Right,
Good.
do you have a cross?
I don't think I really have anything I want to ask him. None, Your Honor.
No cross, alright. Do you wish to mark Harold for recall?
No, Your Honor. Alright.
Alright.
Okay. Yeah, there's something I need to ask him, and I know he has to go anyways.
Oh, alright. You are free to leave the courtroom.
Yeah, stuff. That's just why we're calling them in that order. I'm gonna force him to stay here. Okay.
Franklin.
Alright. Go ahead and call your next witness. State.
Can I?
And a water.
State would like to call Judge Kit O'Leary to the stand.
Oh,
That
man.
baby was at the
All
prison
right,
when I knocked
O'Leary,
her
come
out
on up
for taking
here.
my prison suit, my pizza suit. I mean, that's true.
What do you want to swear on, O'Leary?
Charges.
Oh, my dear sweet baby boy colleague
Is there
of
food?
mine. What do you want to swear on?
I just see drinks. Play food.
Come on.
Werther's original caramel candies.
Okay, those are delicious.
Okay, go ahead and raise your left hand for me, sir.
Hold on, let me just
Kid O'Leary, huh?
get in here.
As a witness.
Get in here.
Not often get a judge a witness. Alright. I'm fucking with him.
Oh, I do it every time.
I'm fucking with him.
I mean, I
Alright.
guess technically speaking, you're actually allowed to sit in that chair.
Frank.
Sort of.
For some reason, I can't sit down in these seats. I just like to hop a squat on top.
Your knees acting up again? Alright. Go ahead and raise your left hand for me,
I
sir.
love love fucking with judges. Judges understand, honestly. It's so
Judge
fun to me.
O'Leary,
All right.
do you solemnly swear and affirm that the testimony you're about to give
Oh,
shall be
I'm
the
gonna have
truth,
some fun
the
with
whole
this.
truth, and nothing but the truth, under the pains and penalties of perjury, so help you, Werther's original caramel candy. All right. Witness is yours.
Okay.
State.
Your Honor. Judge O'Leary, keep it a little short for you today. I know it was a bit of a traumatizing day.
Oh,
But if
sure.
you could
Actually,
please
hold on. Pause very quickly. Something that I want to keep in mind to both you and Bajak. Please keep in mind that Abnavaka has already pled no contest to kidnapping a government employee, evading, resisting arrest, criminal possession of a handgun,
Good,
brandishing a
That's very
firearm,
important.
terrorism, and robbery.
What that means is that they're not allowed to talk about what happened in regards to
Only
anything of his
contesting
charges.
and pleading not guilty to the charges that are accessories. So please, when you are cross-examining and questioning Mr. O'Leary and indeed any of the other witnesses, please bear in mind that those charges are not at issue because they have been pled no contest to.
Yeah, let me just make sure.
And I've got one question for you there, Judge O'Leary.
Yeah.
How are you doing today?
You know.
Okay.
All right, excellent. No
Pled
further
guilty to
questions.
terrorism.
All right.
Okay,
Liz.
Mr. Bajak,
Liz.
do you have any cross-examination of that one question?
I don't think we have.
Ask him where he shit in the jury room.
What?
Where he shit in the jury room.
I was supposed. Did you shit in, or today? Did you shit in the jury room?
Shit?
Yeah. Did that happen?
What you just asked
Objection,
me.
relevance.
Relevance. Okay.
Okay, I'm going
Sorry,
to...
I was told to ask that by Franklin. All right.
You little shit,
All right.
Franklin.
I know, yeah, well, okay. I'm going to sustain that objection to protect the dignity of my fellow colleague here. We all know that he's got a loose asshole, okay?
I've got...
What?
Well, it's actually a very tight asshole.
Happens when you get older.
I'm just incontinent. It has nothing to do with the tightness.
Okay, Bajak, do you wish to... Well, actually, O'Leary's not on your witness list, so...
I don't have anyone on my witness
Sure,
list.
you're free to go.
Okay. To the bathroom or what?
Yeah, because I haven't prepared
To
for it.
whatever you plan on going off to today.
I wasn't even able to get in contact with people regarding what happened.
Hey, Talia.
Oh, give me people's food.
Why, Dolly?
State, any other witnesses?
Just you, since he pled no contest.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the no contest is important.
Called Kit
That way they
as
can talk
a
about it.
witness and then didn't ask him any questions beyond "How are you?"
I think he was called more for if Abner
Alright.
didn't lead no contest.
Due to Abner Baca pleading no contest to those charges, I don't need to bring up my last witness or two. So we are done with witnesses for now.
Okay.
All right, so you're not calling Miss Walker?
No, most of my questions
If
were
there's
set,
anything you needed to
upon that
state
second
here,
scene
so
with Judge O'Leary being taken captive, so we don't need to go through all those questions.
Alrighty. Then we move on to defense. Defense. You have nobody on your witness list, so do you intend to put Bodie Block on the stand and have him testify?
I feel like that's a really bad idea.
Big fuck no, dude.
That's gonna be. I'm gonna go with another one.
No.
Oh, that's not a good idea. No, Your Honor.
All right, not testifying. Okay, then closing arguments. Are the parties ready to go on that, or do you need a little bit of time to prepare?
I would ask for 5 minutes. So.
All right, will I be able to give a closing or?
Please let this man give a closing.
You know, Franklin, you will be able to help Bajak prepare for the closing, but Bajak has to be the one to read it.
Your Honor. All right, I'm sending that to you, Liz.
Right.
Okay, so we're into closing arguments. I know the officers
I
have
I
other things
do
that
want
they
to talk
go
about
off
that.
and do.
Oh,
Word
let's go.
for word, or I'll get you on defamation.
All need to be here. We only really need 1, maybe 2 officers to handle.
Oh, this is good shit. What the?
Bodie Block, if he is found
This is his
guilty of
opening
any
though.
of his
Oh, so you want me to read
charges,
the opening as closing? Okay.
Y'all want to go off
I
and
changed it so that
do
it'll
more
work as
fun
a
things
closing.
and sit